Hello and welcome to the review of the live trading room alerts issued on the 21st of July 2010. At 4:30, I called in people to the room to get a potential trade during the news, which was the Bank of England vote count and uh, the Bank of England meeting minutes. Basically, the news was absolutely as expected. There wasn't any changes. The Bank of England voted to 7:1 to maintain an interest rate at 0.5%. And the asset purchase target, the APT, was at $200 billion. That was priced in by the market, and it did not change the market dynamic, so to speak. Uh, then I investigated whether we could have a technical trade setup because we did not have a setup based on news. And I called in my currency meter to see what the different currencies were doing. I found that the yen was pretty strong. Uh, the pound was neutral in the neutral territory. Since we had the 4:30 pound news, I decided to look at GBP JPY instead of GBP USD because GBP and USD were both not doing much. It was the Japanese yen which was strengthening, and that's the reason why I decided to look at the GBP JPY. I I saw that we had a beautiful 1, 2, 3 top setting 1, 2, 3, and a break of the neckline or the support line at the 2 point, which calls for a sell trade. We were above, we went above that particular line to retest the highs, and it failed. So on the 15-minute chart, it was a good area to go short from, and I looked further into the 5-minute chart to get me a decent entry. I issued a trade alert to go short at 132.83 and have a very tight stop loss of about um, uh, uh, 30 odd pips, just about this swing high. So I had a stop loss. Now, need to understand that this stop loss was a mental stop loss issued. A mental stop loss is not a stop loss which is placed into the market. You place a physical stop loss or a hard stop loss significantly away. I tend to place a hard stop loss at 1:1 of my target. I haven't yet told you what my target was, but I place a mental stop loss at 133,111, and what it basically does is that if in case price goes up to 133,111, we need to investigate whether our trade has been invalidated, or we want to continue to be in the trade. So I issued the stop loss at 133.11, which was a mental stop loss. The actual physical stop loss was over 100 pips away out of the screen at 133.83. And the market went a little bit in my favor, turned around, penetrated my mental stop loss level. This is where I got an alarm to come back and see whether the market's indeed changing its direction. I decided to wait a candle, and I saw that we forming an evening star on at a support at a resistance level, and this gave me additional confirmation that we were indeed in a right trade, and I chose not to exit my position. I held on to my position, and we hit our target. Now, I haven't yet discussed what our target level was, but Our target level was the 78.6 fib of this entire up move, which was at 131.99. So it was about an 80-90 pips away from our entry was the take profit level, and held on to the trade. As you can see, we exited the trade at a decent amount of profit. So that wraps up the trade, the 4:30 trade today. Thank you for listening in.